Man United slapped up by Tottenham Hotspurs out of all sides to put the nail in the coffin for that man called Ten Hag, right? What we're not going to do today is shout all over the mic and have a fit because there's no point. Am I a broken man? Absolutely. Did I expect this? Absolutely. And you know what? It is what it is at this moment of time. But do smash the likes because you're friendly folk and you want to hear all my tears and all that rant and all this garbage, right? So just go on ahead and do that. Maybe subscribe as well if you would consider doing that if you're new. Um, I don't know what to really say about this game in particular. More like I will talk about the situation as a whole. Like in this moment of time, I've got Deji ringing my phone, George gassing up. But the fact is, that's probably more embarrassing from Spurs than it is Man United. We expected this, right? Correct? No, because I did. And you know what? We keep moaning about the same stuff week in, week out. This is expected. This is normal, right? Spurs came to the gaff. We got a red card. Was it a red card or not? Yes, it is. Don't want to hear a single Man United fan come on here and tell me that's not a red card, because if that was to happen to one of our players and the studs were up into the shin, right, then that's a red. Keep the consistency. Like Casemiro, when he slipped over the ball, I think it was against Southampton, got that red card. Like, bro, it's a red card at the end of the day. It's dangerous. But the whole point is, it's not about the red card. It's about the efforts of the team. Clearly, a lot of this team doesn't want to play for the man. And you know what? A lot of us fans don't even want to sing for the man in Ten Hag for that job. The boos ringing all around Old Trafford. And you know what? It's unfortunate because the paying man who goes there and watch games has just, well, whether you got a season ticket or not, it doesn't matter. You still paid for the services of a good time at Old Trafford. You've been absolutely ripped off by that performance. It's in the past, it's been worse when players throw managers under the bus, right? It's been a lot worse. It's probably embarrassing that Spurs didn't even score 7, because if that was any other team, Liverpool, Arsenal, even Man City, any other team, maybe even Aston Villa, they would have punished us by a lot more. And Nana as well, keeping the scoreline to the way it was respectable. We are here saying that Tottenham Hotspur, out of all sides, have put the nail in the coffin for Manchester United's manager to Eric Ten Hag. I expect an absolute imminent statement from Ineos and Manchester United saying that he's been relieved of his duties. And it's come to an agreement that it's best for both parties that they go their separate ways. Now, Bruno Fernandes is out for 3 games. A new gaffer needs to be imminent, probably Ruud van Nistelrooy for the time being, because there's no point waiting for Porto. Because if we go to Porto, we will lose. And then that means in the Europa League phase of the league phase, we're already 1 loss and 1 draw down. And who says we get through that? We'll probably go through an extra playoff spot. And then, unfortunately, whether we do know or don't know, I don't think he is, that Kobe Mainu is injured. I don't think that's the case. I reckon he just had enough. And second of all, when you're down to 10 men, Kobe's probably not the best kind of person to, like, player to keep on the pitch to, keep the energy up. The spirit's high. Mason Mount dog session suits him to a T. How much more money does this guy need to tell us that that he needs to go and succeed with this team? Because this team is actually good enough, but he's fooling everyone into thinking they're crap. Regarte is not a crap player. Casemiro is not a crap player. All these players, the squad's actually generally quite good. It's better than Spurs. And the 11 on paper, if you support Man United, what even you probably think on paper is probably better than Spurs. That front 3 is absolutely abysmal from theirs. I'm surprised they only got 3, but that's probably their level. If Son was there, Son wasn't even there. He wasn't even there. So consider ourselves lucky on that part. -3 goal difference already. 6 games in. This time last year, we was on 9 points. So it hasn't really progressed, has it? The football don't look any better. The only thing that looks a little bit better is the defense and the defending. But yet, time after time, I'm seeing the same old issues. The same old issues in the midfield where they just run through it and there's space. The right back of the team of FC20 said, you know what? I've given you the blueprint of what to do to really damage this Manchester United team. Van der Ven said, this is kind of peaky. Hold my beer. I'll show you how it's done. And then there you go. Another goal conceded pretty much in the same manner, except that he ran through the whole lot. Now, a lot of you might say, oh, It's not Ten Hag. It's the players. It's the players. You know, they didn't run their socks off. They didn't try hard enough. They didn't do much for this gaffer. Can you blame them? Can you blame them? How many times do you have to go, or how many players do you have to go through to say that they threw this manager under the bus? Remember last time we was thinking it was the British core, the contingent. We said it was Luke Shaw, Dean Henderson, Jesse Lingard, Marcus Rashford, the rest of the crew. You tell me. Who is it this time? Last time I checked, he's got 5 new players in this season. Last season, they got a few extras as well. What about them lot? Are they also just throwing the gaffer under the bus, or have they just had enough of these tactics and had enough of playing a certain way? The training schedules and everything is being told is very boring. It's very repetitive crap. They get paid a lot of money. That's what they're supposed. No, man, it's still human beings at the end of the day. If you can't manage to get the best out of your crop, then clearly it's not there and it's not good enough. What else more do I need to say that you lot don't already know? Look at Chelsea. They don't even want to contract us into Mud Brothers no more because they've had their time. They've had 2 years of crap, 1 year of absolute dog crap, the other one where they improved on that. And then now they're looking at probably being up there in the league comfortably. Why can't we have our turn? How much more money needs to be spent? We sold Jadon Sancho for him, and we literally a lot of us United fans got convinced he can't take on the man. He's not suited to the Prem, and the guy's already registered 3 assists, and he's already registered take-ons against good fullbacks. And we're left with duds like Anthony. Credit, you know, the wages probably needed to go at some point, anyways. Like it probably doesn't serve Man United well, but this is an Ineos L on this part, not just the Sancho thing, just the fans alone, the petitioners, the ones that said that he should keep in a job because he won us an FA Cup. Since when have the top red standards dropped? We wanted Louis van Gaal sacked for less. He got us 5th with an FA Cup. 5th. And he got sacked with immediate effect. Do you remember that one? David Moyes lost to his previous team, Everton. And 7 months into a job, sacked with immediate effect. Still didn't finish 8th. And then here we are. We're sitting where we're sitting. I don't even know if we're top half. I don't even care if we're top half. But we need to salvage our season. Because it's not good enough. And I sound like other YouTubers right now, but it's just a shame, isn't it? How far the mighty have fallen to the part. Some of us knew that we was going to lose. It's probably better short-term pain for the long-term gain. Support the team no matter what. Some of you are just better than me. And that's okay for me to say. It is what it is. Now we just need to move on as a collective because there's no point giving this guy more games. And I hope Ineos are listening to the real fans, not the ones that are just match goers or live in Manchester or whatever the crap you want to label it. Or you talk a certain way. The actual fans everywhere. The real polls. No one wants him in charge. Let's be real. I think people are putting this fake positivity face on for the sake of putting a fake positivity face on. This is why I am right now. I tried to back Ineos' decision. I tried. Lost me already. It didn't take that long. It's game week 6. And I'm just checked out. I wasn't even checked out last week. I'm checked out now. Stop acting. That's all I'm going to say. But if you're not acting, good on you. I'm not here to tell you your opinion. But as a United fan base, as a collective, I don't like being like this. I don't do this for the views. I don't do this for the likes. I'm doing this to express myself. People want to know my opinion. Rivals wanted this man in. If a rival fan wants your manager to stay, it should tell you everything you need to know. I'm not joking. Whether you believe in it or not. It's just time to move on. I hate being like this. I'm gonna be honest. This is my feelings. This is how I feel. I can't be like this for too long. I feel like a degenerate, a delinquent. Because I don't really check out too often. The last time I checked out, and the last time I really did check out was the game that Ollie left. Got sacked in when we lost to Watford. What was it, like 5-0? There's not much more to really go off of. I don't want to. There's no point blaming these players no more. Bruno, Agate, so and so, because we can't really judge how good these players are until they get proper good coaching. We've been crying out for a good coach for years. Maybe it was wrong to get rid of certain coaches. Maybe it was wrong to not back certain managers. We can always look back in the past and say what should have went right and what should have happened. We need to happen. What about now? Got another 32 game weeks. We've got Europa League and we've got more cups to fight for. So let it be now. And hopefully it starts now. Whoever the manager is in the future, I don't know. But if you're with big Manchester United, then we need to be looking at clubs like they're not on our level. yeah, and knowing that we can go get whoever we need to. Pretty much 95% of managers out there. Bigger than Inter Milan. Go get Inzaghi then. Go get Ange Postecoglou if you like him so much. I don't know. I wanted Ten Hag. Clearly the wrong decision. Now it's down to Ineos to pick. Not Southgate, though. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Anyway, look. Smash the likes. Let me know your comments as well if you're a United fan, because I'm just going to get trolled by rivals. It is what it is. I'm going to get cooked online. Again, we'll see on that one. Who's ringing me? Anyways, enjoy your weekend for what's left of it.